going on, guys? It is Chris with 605 Brew Reviews. Have Kyle with me here once again. And today we're going to do a review of Prairie Artisan Ales No Chill. No Chill apparently is a milk stout aged on coffee. I couldn't find any other description about it.
I looked at what I could find, and that's the only thing that was out there. It's not even listed on Prairie's website as of the filming of this, so we're kind of stuck with what the label tells us.
Only other details on here are that this is a 5.1% ABV brew. Couldn't find an IBU at all. It just says brewed and canned by Krebs Brewing Company and distributed by our friends at Sheldon Brothers. And again, this is Prairie from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Crack the can here, get it into a glass, let you guys know what it looks like, smells like, tastes like, and give you our overall impression of the Prairie Artisan Ales No Chill. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and crack this open, give you guys the appearance.
Well,
the honor, sir.
I know there are a lot of people that kind of harp on Prairie because of their label design, where obviously you have the little tiny band, you can still see both parts of the can. I kind of like it. It's different, but it's unique.
I've always thought their artwork was interesting. I mean,
like when you find the Prairie Flair and you totally understand why they have it on there.
Yeah. I mean,
plus some of the buttons are just hilarious to look at.
Even the bombers, some of the Funky Gold series and their Sour series, I just thought they were interesting. So
one part that still annoys me on that, the connect the dots puzzle, was missing a number.
How do you even notice something like that?
Well, when you're laying at home with a broken ankle, you only have so much time. So
all right.
You can sit there and stare at the label all you want, and then you realize that it's missing a number right in the middle of it. So
once again, I'm going to be a little more aggressive with the pour. Still, though, not much of a head. No. Even pouring it pretty aggressively, about a half finger of kind of a tan. I wouldn't even go as dark as mocha, but it is kind of rocky, so not very uniform, and it dissipates fairly quickly. I don't know if that's a property of the milk stout part of the equation, you know, the lacto, but I suppose we'll find out here.
Yep.
What do you think, looking at it?
Almost has like a little murky color, I guess I want to say.
Yeah.
Here. It's not quite pure black like when you get to most of the stouts, but
I mean, holding it up to the light on the fringes, you kind of get like a mud or a cola tinge to the outside. Other than that, not seeing any light through the middle, and like I said, kind of a mocha head that dissipated rather quickly.
Yeah. Let's
get into the aroma on the Prairie No Chill. What do you think of that? I pretty much get all just
spice.
Coffee roast. I do get kind of a spice note.
I get some spice. I definitely get the coffee and the roast, but I get some spice note coming through.
It's kind of a very like a earthy coffee to me. I don't know where you're at with that.
I would agree.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I get is like a spice and coffee note.
Yeah.
I don't get any of that kind of milk creaminess.
No.
Sometimes I get a vanilla from these kinds of beers, and I'm not really getting that with this. So
no, just coffee and spice.
All right, guys, we'll dig into the taste on Prairie No Chill. What do you think?
Does not have the taste of what I pick up out of the aromas.
I get the coffee. A I'm going to tell you right now, this is a lot thinner than I was expecting. I mean, usually a milk stout, you kind of have that lingering creaminess. It's very smooth.
Yeah. This
is almost, I mean, I don't want to knock it too hard, but it's kind of watery.
Yeah.
Doesn't really linger on the palate. I pretty much get all like a coffee roastiness and a spicy flavor up front.
Yeah. And then it's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the carbonation. I mean, while it doesn't really carry much of a head, I felt like I got a lot of bubbles coming down through it. So it definitely has the carbonation mouthfeel, even though it doesn't show as far as staying on the beer.
And you know what? I don't know this for sure, so I don't want to put this out there. But I'm gonna ask you. You kind of brought up that you had heard some infection rumors about this beer. On my second sip there, I do kind of get like a tangy, tart, dark fruit note. You picking up on that at all?
It is starting to come through, yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, with the lack of carb and that flavor, if we do have a little bit of an infection going on. Definitely more prevalent at the more that I try it out. I'm not sure what your thought is.
I'm getting more of an aftertaste now. Like it's lingering with that tang.
Yeah?
So
hopefully I didn't put that in your head, but that's just what I'm tasting.
No, there's definitely something else there.
Alright guys, we'll get into our overall final verdict on the Prairie No Chill. So, I'm going to say I really love Prairie. Easily one of my favorite breweries. I mean, if you made me rank them, I would say this is pretty much always in my top 5. I was excited for this beer, and I am fairly let down.
Yeah, it's fallen a little flat of my expectations from what I know from the other Prairie beers that I've had.
And we kind of saw on Untapped, there's some other ratings mentioning a possible infection problem. I know I picked up on a little bit of that. What did you think?
I mean, it definitely seems like there's something there, and I can definitely still feel like there's something lingering at the back of my mouth.
What would you give it as a letter grade?
You know, I think they got the right concept on it. I just don't know if it's fully set in stone with it. So I'm not going to go too harsh on it. I like the idea of where they're going. So I'll say probably about B to B minus area. Yeah, I'm not going to go too far down on it.
I'm going to be harsh. I mean, I expected kind of a creamy, roasty, pillowy beer with some bright, roasty coffee.
Mm-hmm.
While I do get a lot of coffee roast with this, the mouthfeel just isn't there for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably a C for me on this beer.
Yeah. And I could understand why you'd go there on it. If you're going off of style, it definitely misses the mark according to me. If I was just going off of a beer in general for it, I don't think it's bad. Not something I would actively search out. Maybe a little ways down the line, once I've had a chance to go through and tweak things, be something that I'd be willing to look at again and give it another go.
Alright guys, there you have it. B, C. We differ a little bit on this one, but if you've tried this beer, definitely comment, let us know what you think. Yeah. Feel free to subscribe to see more reviews. And until next time guys, cheers.